Crashing into housing shed. Today we're going to blow up a parking lot. Just another day in Hollywood, I guess.
And on!
We're using basically 12 buses for one picture bus that we see in the movie.
We had 2 exterior buses that were used only for exterior photography.
A couple to blow up.
A couple of the buses are interior buses where we have lighting on the top and we're towing a generator from behind.
One of which was the Pope Mobile.
Which is a bus that has no windshield in the front, and then they would have a platform built in front of it, and then they could place cameras.
So it had an enclosed Perspex box attached to the front where the camera crews would work, and so it was affectionately dubbed the Pope Mobile by the crew.
One to jump, one to go on 2 wheels.
A specially made bus with hydraulics where a wheel comes down and it tilts over and goes on its side.
2 stunt buses, which were used for all the action sequences and hitting cars and things like that. We had various carcass buses. We had the process bus behind us.
I might have forgotten a few along the way.
So they all were unique to their function.
So with the interior buses, we had, like, you know, to make it totally believable that Sandy was driving the bus. I want to really see her driving the bus, and to do that, we had to find positions and places in the bus we could, you know, locate a blind driver.
And the driver was on top of the bus, and then Sandra would drive.
But sometimes it had to be behind the second row of passengers.
So, you know, in any kind of complicated picture like this, especially when this bus has to do so many different things, you need a number of different buses to accomplish all the things that one needs to accomplish to you know, work in the story as it is.
And I think what we could do now, because I think it's just before they reach the turn. I think you should greet people. We're going to tip over. I'm sure. You know. I think
Right before we hit.
Yeah, but when you get into the turn, and you're gonna try to.
Bang, 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 bang!
Oh fuck! You fell off. Are you okay?
There's a bang at every party.
But if you let it go, there she goes.
If you see him, she's going to understand this.
We were really extremely lucky that LA, you know, where they haven't built freeways in a long, long time, had still one unfinished freeway, the Century Freeway. And they were willing to have us film there as long as we would never be in their way.
We were able to get permission to shoot for the entire last month of the freeway's construction, which meant operationally for us, we had to move almost every other day in order to find a piece of the freeway where the construction crews were not working, where we could shoot. And we had continuity problems because every day we'd come back to work and they would have put fences up. So we were constantly struggling with the changing look of the freeway.
Like the very first day we started filming, I always had to say, somebody said, hey, there's no lines on the freeway, what happened? I never just realized that freeways have lines. We quickly had to paint lines on the freeway and all the things. So we helped them actually finishing the freeway, which was kind of funny, so that they got it done in time.
As a matter of fact, it opened 5 days after we finished.
I mean, without the Central Freeway, it would have been almost impossible.
If we had not had that freeway, I think it would have cost a great deal of money and effort to take the company to some other state in order to find a freeway that we could get that much cooperation on.
Talking to someone, having some coffee, but no.